Hello all and welcome to another Caffeine Entertainment video. It's Art here with the book review for Exit Strategy by Andrew Child and Lee Child, the 30th Jack Reacher novel. This is the Jack Reacher novel I've been waiting on for a while. It is action-packed from the get to the go. It touches Reacher's core because he sees innocence. The book starts out where he sees innocence being scammed. And he being a man of righteousness, a man of right, and he can't stand by and see wrong done when he sees it around. He can't stand by and see it done. He needs to fix it. He needs to challenge it. He needs to do whatever he needs to do to get the job done. And that is just the beginning of the book, because it also touches on his very much other pet peeve, and that's when somebody messes with military personnel. It is a very pulse-pounding, very winding, twisting, turning road of a book. It is Jack Reacher to the core. It is Reacher to the core. My favorite line, of course, is also in there. Reacher said nothing. Because sometimes a big man like that, or any man like that, who knows what he's doing and knows what's right, sometimes saying nothing is exactly what you need to do. The supporting cast of characters, who of course we'll probably never see again, or see so much later down on the road we may even forget who they are, is a ragtag, ragamuffin bunch of ex-government personnel, I'll just say that. And they're fun. Reacher's obviously the leader. It's almost like he has his own he formed something akin to his old unit in them, because they each had their specific skills where they became useful to the mission per se, and to Reacher himself. And of course, when everything was solved, Reacher blew into town, Reacher blows out of town. And he's very much like a tumbleweed in that fashion. Reacher is one of the very few series where Reacher doesn't really go through too much character growth. Reacher is still Reacher to the core, from the Killing Floor all the way up to Exit Strategy. Killing Floor being the first book. If you haven't read the Jack Reacher series, I recommend you start with the Killing Floor. And I recommend that you, but you can start with Exit Strategy and work your way back, because there's not much character growth, and they don't, with the exception of a few books in the series, they don't really harken backwards or forwards to one another. We know we're going to get another Reacher novel next year at some point, and we're going to love it, and we're going to enjoy it, and all that good jazz. But as far as this book to me was exactly what a Reacher novel should be. It was pulse-pounding. It was a page-turner. It was a blockbuster-type film experience, because it had action beat for beat for beat. Is it going to win writing awards? Probably not. Sorry, Andrew and Lee, but probably not. But is it a good popcorn book? Is it a book to where when you read it, you won't want to put it down? When you read it, you'll want to finish it all the way through? Hell yes, it's that kind of book. Hell yes, it's that kind of book. And maybe those are the best kinds of book, because I know they sell well for obviously good reasons. And if this is the last Lee Child book we get where he was at the helm, because I know he's handing Reacher off to his brother, Andrew, and he's kind of going into semi-retirement. According to what I've heard in interviews, He's going to be there as a consultant for the Reacher novels, but the main task of writing the novel and enjoying the character falls to Andrew himself. So, will they be any good from here on out? That we can't tell. But I can say that if Andrew wrote this one pretty much on his own, which I'm starting to suspect, because it had more of a younger Reacher vibe feel to it, which would make sense because Andrew is the younger of the two brothers. If that is the case, then maybe Reacher is in good hands. I, for one, will certainly be reading the next Reacher novel, because this one, like I said, it is, I think, 343 pages in hardback. I think I have the hardback behind me here. It's about 9 hours in audio format. Scott Bricker reads it, does an excellent job, by the way. But my point is it knows when to exit stage left. It knows when to end, and that is the most important part of a good Reacher novel. Matter of fact, a good fiction novel, even if it's in a series, has to know when to end and when to end properly. And I will say that this one does that to a T. It was much better than The Sentinel. I think Midnight Line was the last one that I really enjoyed before this one. And I enjoyed this one immensely. Obviously, with long-running series, you're going to have hits, you're going to have misses. Well, this exit strategy was, for me, definitely a hit. It had action. It had intrigue. It struck Reacher's core values at their touchstone. So for me, it is a read it, own it, love it on my scale. It is a 5-star GoodReads read on the GoodReads scale, because it is Reacher to the core. I could see Alan Richardson, who plays Reacher in the Amazon Prime TV series, absolutely doing this book complete justice. He is, to me, the embodiment of Reacher. He can do the Reacher said nothing, because he doesn't talk much, because Reacher's not much of a talker. He's an observer, he's a doer, he is a man of action, but a man of very few words, and really very, very few attachments, if any at all. But before I gush on too long, you know I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, 12:30 p.m. Central, 10:30 a.m. Pacific, 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see more, please ding the notification bell to be notified when I upload a video. And without further ado, happy reading! I'll see you again soon, and peace!